prayers to the one and the only Creator who created all what we can see and who is the Creator of all that what we cannot see. All the prayers and all the praise to the one and the only Creator who is before every beginning and who is after every end, and with whom all of us end. All the prayers and all the praise to the one and the only beloved Creator who loved us before even creating us, who after creating all this cosmos and oceans and mountains and forests and all these billions and billions of creations above and beneath, was not satisfied, and he declared that now I'm gonna create my deputy. And in that love, he created us. All the prayers and all the praise to that one and the only Almighty who brought us together under this one roof to remember the very essence of our creation and to connect or to reconnect again with our source of life, with our essence of life, with our spirit, to the one who blowed that spirit into us. And after that, all the prayers and all the praise to the beloved of the beloved, to the Wajh Takhliq Kainat, Sayyidina Muhammad Mustafa Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I would like to thank the Mosque Committee, Mr. Shahid and Khalid, and our very beloved Usman Shah Sahib and Abais Shah Sahib, that they came forward to host the series of Aman lectures, and I'm really thankful that it has given me the opportunity of sitting with all of you together. The purpose of the Aman lectures, yesterday I was at a mosque, and a small young girl, she asked me one question. And she asked me that, Sheikh, we keep on hearing that Islam means peace. And she was probably in fourth grade or fifth grade, very, very young. But I do not understand what is peace. That gave me a sort of inspiration for this talk. That really, what does Islam means for us? If it is Aman, if it is peace, then is it the what really peace means? Right? What really Salamti means? What really means to be the follower of Rahmatul lil Alameen? Right? What is peace? We are living in this world where most of us and all our educational institutions and the economic institutions and the political institutions, they put emphasis on our consciousness and brain to look outwardly, right? So when we go on this journey of finding the meaning of peace, 90% of us would automatically be thinking of peace outwardly, that I am in peace with you, I am in peace with the fellow human beings, or I am in peace, or I am in harmony and equilibrium, and I am not doing any shar or any bad thing, but with all what I am being surrounded. This is what peace means to us. Politically, peace means that you are living in harmony with the other countries, and peace means in home that you are doing good things, you are being polite with your family members, right? Being in peace means at a state level that you are following all the rules and the laws and the regulations, and that is peace. Okay, but this is the half truth. This is not the complete truth. If there is something outwardly, there must be something inwardly. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Huwa zahiru huwa al-batin. So these are the two aspects. One is outwardly and one is inwardly. Because we have been taught in such a way that we are more focused on outward and we have less time to think inwardly. And today, what problems we are facing with all this anxiety and stress, right? Are these outwardly things? We are living at peace. We are following all the rules and regulations of this country. We are polite at home also. We are fulfilling all our rights with our spouse, with our family, and with the co workers. Everything is going smooth. Then why do we need pills to sleep? What is missing is that inner peace. I am actually in conflict with myself. हम अपने आप से झगड़े में हैं. We are having a tug of war within us because we are so blessed that we were born in the Muslim family, right? So that seed of love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is within our heart. We are carrying that heart, right? And we were supposed to be heart centric. But unfortunately, with all this overindulgence in outward, we are more focused on our outward development and rather our inward development. And that creates a disbalance, a disharmony. And now we're going to explore that how this thing works. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim wal asr. Innal insana lafi khusr. Illa allazina amanu wa amilu salihati wa tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw bis sabr. By time, humans are at loss. Wal asr, by time. Okay, now you know the translation of this, right? Okay, so just keep in mind this the thing of time, right? And now we move to another thing. The human development or the human progress or the human success, you know how it started? It started with saving the time. You are being taught here in the Western society that the time is money, right? You go, you work, and for your working hours, you are paid, isn't it? So, how this time turned into economy? You have to know this thing, right? And our human cycle of progress started with saving time. And that is so important that a full surah of Quran is dedicated to the time so that we understand that what time really means, right? So, how this journey started? The journey started that our ancestors, our forefathers, like 4 or 5,000 years ago, or from where the time begins, the essence of life on this earth was like, I mean, there are some essentials, like water is one essential to keep us alive. So, our mothers, ancestor mothers, of the humans, they or our fathers, just to be alive and survive, they had to fetch the water. So wherever they were living, whether in the caves or in some forest or wherever they were, right, they'd have to walk for sometimes hours and sometimes for miles to fetch that water. And in this process, they were using that time. And then a thought stuck with the humans. Oh, we are putting too much effort into it. And we are living so away from the source of life. So what we should do, that we should, in order to save the time, we should move near to the source of water. So that's how people, in order to save the time, they started coming together. They made the societies, first they made the tribes, and then eventually those tribes, they became the societies, and later the societies became to nation and races and whatever we see today. And then in order to save the time, we used to ride the horses and the animals, but we were not satisfied with that. We knew, our spirit knew, that time is something which is very precious. So what we did is that human invented the wheel, and we found all the other, this all transportation and the communication which we see today, even now, when we have the signal-less traffic routes, and when we have all these motorways and the highways with 6 and 12 lanes, all of this is just because of that need of saving the time. And today, what we see as an artificial intelligence is basically nothing but this very desire of human beings that we do not want to spend time on the brain work. So we have created some sort of a tool so that we can save time, right? So all the human journey on this planet Earth, whether they are with us or whether it started from the beginning of the time, it has already always been saving the time, saving the time. And now what we face is again the problem of time. We don't have time. It's not like there were 24 months in the previous calendars, or there were uh, 30 months in one year, or in every month there were 60 days, right? Nothing has changed. The calendar has been the same. Then where did that time flew? गया कहाँ? हम सारे इंसान जिस चीज़ को बचाने में सर्फ रहे, हमने अपनी एनर्जीज लगाई, we made the institutions, we made all what we see here. Where did that time go? कभी तो ये सवाल करना चाहिए. All of us, we say that time flies like a flash, right? I don't have time. Then the youngsters say that my time will come and I will tell the world. I don't have that much time to listen to this. I don't have that much time to go to some gathering and listen to a speaker. What am I going to get out of it? Isn't it? So time, 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 time. And where is the time? All we lack today is that we do not have the time. With all our best efforts to save the time, right? Probably, I mean, tomorrow is the day saving. It's going to change the time. So look at this. Again, saving the time. But where did that time went away? If that is so important and all this modern life is based on this phenomenon of time is wealth, then we must be very cautious about it. We must be pondering that where did this time go? And because I am also running out of time, so I'll have to be on the fast track to tell you that. I have to reach somewhere. Anyways, so والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات. That humans will remain in loss in regard to time. إلا الذين آمنوا, but those who believed, who brought iman into their life, وعملوا الصالحات, and who kept themselves busy in good deeds. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ, who were firm on the truth, who stood with the truth, who were truthful. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ, and who stood steadfastly with patience. Right? So how we are losing this time? Time is same, right? It's not that now, I mean, our elders had 120 minutes in 1 hour, and we are so poor that we have 60 minutes, right? And our youth, they're going to probably having the 30 minutes in 1 hour. No, it's going to be the same. It was same. What actually happens is that our focus of attention is on the irrelevant things. That is why we are losing the sense of time. If we now look at the condition of the human consciousness, right, our working of our brain, what is happening is that 80% of our focus of attention is on what we cannot control. And less than 20% of our focus of attention is on what we can control. We cannot control the natural disaster, so does we cannot control the other human beings also. Whether it be your kids or whether it would be your parents or whether it be your co-worker or your friend with whom you want to control over his mind to think like you. That is a futile thing. You cannot control. And those who try to control, they are the people who do the harm to others. So we try to control the person. For example, if he is abusive, you cannot control him. All you can control is your commanding self, that you have to put forth patience in you. That's what you can control. Then, if we look, 80% of our focus of attention is what we do not have. We are always thinking about what we do not have. If we do not have a big house, we are thinking about a big house. If we do not have a big car, we are thinking about a big car. And now our youth, if they do not have the new mobile phone, they are thinking about getting the new mobile phone or the tab or whatever. And we are not focused on what we already have. And when you do not focus on what you already have, means what? That you cannot utilize those things. They remain there all your life, and you never come to know that what were the potentials I was always having and how was able to unlock those potentials and to bring barakah in my life. And then we keep on being ungrateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because we are focusing on what we do not have. You are always grateful when you look at what you have, isn't it? We are grateful, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that you gave me this. We are grateful that you gave me health. We are grateful that you gave us iman, right? Because we are looking at that. We will never say that, oh Allah, I am grateful for you that you have not. With have nots, there is no gratitude. It's always with the have. So when my mind is totally in a wrong direction, right, and busy in the irrelevant things, then the time flies. 80% of our focus of attention is what others are doing. What others are doing, 80%, and less than 20% what I am doing. So when you are kept when you will keep your mind busy in what others are doing, right? What actually you are doing is that you are wasting that time where you were supposed to focus on your own work, your own doing. And when you do not do the thing which was supposed to be done in that time, you are at loss. You have wasted that time. That's how the time flies. And then the time flies when we do not understand what is necessary and what is important. When we are unable to distinguish between what is necessary and what is important. Money and wealth is important or necessary? Necessary, right? So the wealth is necessary, but a sick brother in the hospital is important. So when we give importance to necessary and when we forget the importance in actuality, that is where this inner conflict emerges. So I hope that I have told you a little bit about time, and the rest of the things are with you. You guys are very smart. So now you can do the mapping of your mind and where your attention or focus is, and you would drop all the complaints about the time with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you would be grateful. So it was really a pleasure to be here and to do a sort of a fikr session.